Hey guys, welcome to day 6 and day 7 of my '07 account. So basically I've been working on getting my levels up like I have in the last couple of episodes, and basically what I've been working on is magic, runecrafting and mining. Mining is kind of like a byproduct of runecrafting and magic, to be honest, because how I've got my magic up, my mining up mainly is simply by mining pure essence, and to get level 50 with just pure essence is quite extreme, because like 90,000 experience and you get 5 XP per pure essence. That's a lot of pure essence, I'm telling you. That is a lot. So yeah, I've got a bunch of pure essence still to make. I've like 6,000 left. I actually made over 10,000 pure essence just by mining it myself. You can see the results. I've got nearly 14,000 air runes and nearly 9,000 mind runes, and I'm working on my nature runes at the moment. So yeah, like I said, I think I said in the last episode that my goal is to get the ability to superheat, which I can do right now. Also, I want to get the ability to craft nature runes, which I have done, which is awesome. So I'm thinking, okay, so I've got a question for you guys. What is the best way to craft nature runes? I'm not talking about actually crafting them. I'm talking about the best method to do it. Because at the moment, I'm doing the Shiloh Village method. So basically, walking from Shiloh Village all the way to the altar. Now, I did see there's some teleport options that are closer to the altar, such as the fairy rings. Now, do you think that's a good idea to get the fairy rings, or do you think it's going to take too long to get it? There's also the ability to use eagles, but the only thing is it takes a lot longer than, because you have to travel all the way to from Alcarid all the way into the Eagles Peaks place, and then you have to fly all the way and then go through a maze. So that's not really an option for me. So also there's another option. I could go for the Abyss. That's a good one, I reckon, but it's a bit dangerous. You can't really risk any items, which is pretty bad. And also, there's another one where you can go. I think you can go to the general store and sell your GP. Sell your pure essence. You sell them for 1 GP each, so you do make a little bit back. But at the same time, when you buy it back, you lose 4 GP when you buy each one back. So yeah, you pretty much lose money, but it's very minimal. But it's a shorter distance than Shiloh Village. I personally think that Fairy Rings is probably the best option for me, but I'm not 100% sure. So what do you guys think? Anyway, so let's get back. So also I had a goal of getting my magic level up to 55, I think, and yeah, I'm not there yet, but I will be pretty soon. So the thing about level 45 is that now I can cast the Camelot teleport, which is awesome because to get to the other side of the map, from like where Lumbridge, Falador, Varrock, and things like that are, that's all good. You can get there very easily. There are very low level teleports. There's the home teleport, of course, which brings you to Lumbridge. I think you can change that though, so I might be able to switch it to something like Camelot later. I think you have to do a quest though. I think it's like it's one of those White Knight quests. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what it's called though, so I don't know. But yeah, so there are like loads of low level teleports which get you to the east side of the RuneScape map. But when you try to get to the other side, it's pretty hard. Like the ways that I've been doing it without magic is simply there's one method that I've been using is the Grand Tree. You basically teleport to Varrock, and then you walk all the way to the Grand Tree, which is like in the north part near the wilderness, and then you teleport to Port Kazar, or you teleport to the Grand Tree or the Tree Gnome Village. So that's a good way to get to the other side. The other method is pretty much to pretty much go to, where is it? Port Sarim, and then you go from there. You pay 30 GP, and then you go to Karanja, and then you walk to Brimhaven, and then you catch a boat from there for another 30 GP, and then you get to Ardoon. Uh, Adi. So yeah, that's some of the methods that I've been using to get to the other side of the map. I know I could buy dueling rings and like games necklaces and stuff like that, but I really just didn't want to do that because they're quite expensive, and it's not really. I mean, I don't know, not really worth my time in my opinion. So yeah, so from rune crafting, I've pretty much made a lot of money. Like in terms of runes, airs go for 10 each, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. They might have gone up by now, or they might have gone down. It's pretty unlikely that they've gone down. I think they're like 5 GP each in the general, like in the store, in the rune shop, but I'm not 100% rune shop. Yeah, funny. But yeah, so they're around 10 GP each. So this is around, just this stack of runes is 135,000 GP. So that's pretty much like, I don't know, it's like half a set of full runes. So that's pretty awesome. And then the mine runes, they're like 15 each. So I've got, like, imagine, let's just say that I think it's like 60k, something like that. So, and also the nature runes, they're like 100 each or something, maybe a little bit more. So I pretty much got like 250k right now. So that's pretty awesome. Um, to be honest, rune crafting isn't too bad. I found that the best thing that you can do is you can have like, imagine there are more people doing rune crafting at the same time, right? The best thing to do is to have someone like, okay, so you have two people doing the exact same thing. Try to make friends with them and say to them that you will follow them to the altar and they can follow you to the bank. It basically means that you have half the effort, but you get the same results. So yeah, I'd highly suggest doing something like that if you can. Uh, Unfortunately, with nature runes, it's not many people are making nature runes at the moment, and most people are runners and they don't use the shallow village method. They actually use the general store method where they sell their pure essence to the general store just north of the altar, and then they run back. So that's what they do, but I personally think that's a bit of a waste. It's a waste of money, and it's not really. I don't know. I just don't think it's a good one. So the last thing that I did was the Shiloh Village quest. Basically, it involves you have to use quite a lot of food. So I'd highly suggest, if you're doing this quest, I'd highly suggest bringing some noted food, just so you can sell it to the general store and then rebuy it. Because pretty much I had to bank like 3 or 4 times, just because my defense level is so low, and because I was taking so much damage from like the undead creatures that you get during the quest. So if you are doing this quest, I definitely suggest bringing a lot of food, the best armor you can possibly bring, and also just bring some noted food, such as like quite cheap food, I reckon. Something like salmon, I don't know. I personally use lobsters and I had to bank like 3 times, so yeah. But the good thing is that now I have access to this bank, and I also have access to the gem place where you can get things like opal and topaz and things like that. You also have a chance of getting the really rare, like gems such as diamond and ruby and things like that. So it's pretty awesome. I can mine here now if I want to. I probably won't, but it's nice to have that option. Also, there's a furnace right there, so that's also pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. My total level now is 549. It hasn't really changed much since last time. The main reason for that is just simply because I was mining pure essence for pretty much like an entire day, pretty much. I just watched movies and things like that, and just played Call of Duty while I did some mining. The truth is that I'd rather not buy pure essence because it's just, I think 25 each is pretty expensive at this time, and also it's so easy to get that I just figured that it would be better if I just mine it myself. In the future, I probably won't mine it myself though, because I'll have a little bit more money to be able to spare. But yeah, I don't regret my decision. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Bye.